it's April Watts, business leader with Tupperware and High Wattage Enterprises, and I wanted to try this Mandarin cake. I've never tried it, so I thought we'd do a video so you could see, because you might want to try it too. It would be really good for those hot summer days, especially when you don't want to heat up your kitchen, because we're going to do this in the microwave. We're going to do this in our stack cooker, and I'll talk to you a little more about that as we go, but just wanted to go ahead and go on with the recipe, and then I'll tell you more about this and how we can cook in the microwave and it can be delicious. So I have in my power shelf, my chopper, I have 3 eggs already. So it calls for 3 eggs, a cup and a fourth of the juice from your Mandarin oranges. And then it calls for, you put the Mandarin oranges in there, but you want to reserve about a fourth of the can, it said. So, yeah, might not need that many. Okay, maybe that's pretty good. And then a 1/3 cup of oil. So I'm going to go ahead and chop all of this up and with my blade. And then we'll change over and add our cake mix, okay? So this is my oil, my eggs, my water, my Mandarin juice, and my oranges. So they're all chopped up really, really fine. And now I'm going to add my cake mix. So this is just a box yellow cake mix. Nothing magic about it. Although the fact that we can cook it this fast is pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and mix this a little bit, because that's going to be a lot with all those oranges in there. Like I said, I've never made this cake, so we're doing this for the first time together. Go ahead and mix that up some. Okay, that's all mixed. And then I'm going to add the rest of the cake mix. This chopper also comes with what I call a batter blade right here to do cake mixes and doughs and things like that with. But since we were chopping our Mandarin oranges, I just left the blade in there. So I'm going to mix this up. Now the good thing about our stack cooker all mixed, yummy looking, and delicious. Wow. Okay, it looks really, really thin. I've never made this cake. It looks really, really thin. I have learned from past experience, if you let your cake mix set for just a few minutes, a minute, before you put it in, that it rises better. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my blade out. Put it over there on that napkin. All right. And then I'm going to just pour it in our stack cooker. So my stack cooker has a cone, so it's going to look like a bunt. The stack cooker comes with many, many pieces. The thing I love about the stack cooker, y'all see how thin this is? This is really thin. So how's it going to be? I don't know. It's the first time, so if it flops, we're going to know it flops together, and you'll know not to try it. Okay. Now, got that out of the way. So I'm going to give this just a minute to sit here while I tell you a little bit more about it. So our stack cooker cooks in 1/4 the time that you would cook in the oven. So when you use our microwave products, it takes 1/4 of the time. You know what else? It doesn't heat up your home, and I love that, especially when it's getting hotter. So this cake right here, is, you said it was a really thin consistency. It says cook 8 to 10 minutes. So my microwave is pretty powerful. I'm gonna do 8 minutes, and we'll see how it does. And I'm not gonna keep you on here this whole 8 minutes. cook time. I'll stop it and come back. But I did want to just go ahead and tell you that those things about the microwave cooking. So when you're really, really busy and you need to get something on the table fast, our microwave cooking is where it's at. You can have a meal on the table in as little as 15 minutes. I love to do taco pie in the stack cooker. The stack cooker also comes with, I don't have all the pieces out. It also comes with a colander and another shallow casserole. That's the deep casserole that we're doing the cake in. So you can take your ground meat and put it on here, break it up, and then all the yuck is going to drain down into the bottom, and you're going to just have just your lean meat right here. So you break that up and then dump it in the bottom of your casserole that's clean. So you do refried beans in the bottom, you do meat, then you do a layer of salsa, and you do a layer of shredded cheese. Put it in the microwave for about 4 minutes just to melt the cheese and get everything hot and gooey together. And then serve it with scoops or tortilla chips or whatever, and you got taco pie in less than 15 minutes. My other favorite thing to do in the deep colander, or the deep casserole that I have in the microwave now, is a whole chicken. So you cook, if it's meat with a bone in it, you cook it 7 minutes a pound. So a 5-pound chicken is going to take 35 minutes. If you did that in the oven, it's going to take 4 times that long. So you're looking at over 2 hours, or at least 2 hours, to cook that chicken, and it will be beautiful, delicious, brown, and it will be juicy to the bone, not like a rotisserie chicken, because rotisserie chickens have hung there and drained and drained and drained, and the breast is really dry. The chicken's not that way when you cook it in the stack cooker. So the stack cooker also comes with 2 seals, so if you cook something in there and you decide you want to, like, not, you don't want to wash another dish, right? So you just put the top on your taco pie, put it in the refrigerator. So it does come with the 2 seals. And then this little picture set that I used, this is our micro picture set. And I love it because this is a 2-cup and this is a 1-cup. And you saw I have my stuff out in it. But I really love it because it's made to work together. So if I want to melt butter or something like that, normally I don't soften butter, I'm going to be honest with you. I put it in there on 30 seconds and it's going pow, 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 pow. Well, this keeps it from splatting all over my microwave. I don't care if it's on high and it's all this stuff, because it's not going to burn this material. This is made out of the same stuff our stack cooker is, so it will not burn. Now, our cake says to cook for 8 minutes, then let it rest for 5 minutes and turn it out. Let it cool, and then ice it with Cool Whip. That's what it says. So I'm going to let it cook, let it cool. I'm going to come back and show it to you, and then we'll ice it, and we will put our oranges on the top and see how it turns out. Fingers crossed. It was pretty thin. I guess that means it's going to be really moist, right? We'll see how that does. See you in a few.